we are preparing to strike these companies in a way they've never seen before.
Midnight, that is when the United Auto Workers Union says thousands of workers could participate in a series of targeted strikes if they're not able to reach an agreement with the nation's three big automakers. With that, we say good evening. I'm Kyle Linsky.
I'm Paula Toti. These looming strikes could cost the industry billions of dollars and cause a domino effect for hundreds of suppliers and local communities.
One of Ford's most important plants is in Sharonville. Local 12's Christian Hauser found out what the plan is for workers there if the two sides don't reach a deal in the next few hours. Christian, what do you know?
Well, the only thing you can really see about this plant along Sharon Road and Mosteller Road is the giant Ford side. But inside, nearly 1,800 UAW workers put together pieces for some of Ford's most profitable vehicles. And at midnight tonight, they may be asked to walk the picket line if no deal is reached.
I spoke with UAW Local 863 President Todd Turner shortly after he got off the phone call to see if there'd been any headway made toward reaching a deal. Unfortunately, he says there's no news. But that doesn't mean the workers don't plan on showing up.
They're reporting to work tonight. The midnight shift is reporting as usual. They're only supposed to walk off the job if the union reps come out and tell them it's time to leave.
Turner says if a deal's not reached, he thinks Sharonville would be high on the list of plants to strike. That's because the plant makes parts that go into several vehicles, including the transmissions for the Super Duty truck series. Turner says those trucks are a major moneymaker for Ford.
We have members that are nervous. We have members that are excited about this. It's a mixed bag. But the one thing that we're all on the same page is we want a fair contract. We want a good agreement, and we're willing to do whatever it takes. If that includes going on strike, we'll do it.
Turner says the Sharonville plant is a great place to work, but the UAW gave the company concessions to help during the Great Recession of 2008, and it just never got those back. Despite all this, he says he's confident a deal will be reached.
I do believe that Ford Motor Company and the UAW will come to an agreement. Now, whether that's tonight by midnight or not, that remains to be seen.
Now, like you heard, if no deal is reached, the Sharonville workers should know around 10 o'clock tonight if they'll be called upon to stand in the picket line. And even if they're not, the UAW could rotate which plants are on strike to hit those auto companies the hardest. Right now, we're just going to have to wait and see if both sides can reach an agreement. Kyle, back to you.
All right, Christian Hauser leading us off tonight. Christian, thank you so much. So known as the Big Three, General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis are facing ambitious demands from the United Auto Workers Union. That list includes an immediate 20% raise in hourly pay. That's followed by 4 additional raises of 5% over 4 years. They also want retiree health care coverage and job protections. Company executives say they're negotiating right now in good faith. But one worker says the toll of factory work is something you just can't measure in dollars.
We wear our bodies out for these companies, and it's just part of our story, but we deserve to be compensated.
We made our first offer almost 2 weeks ago to the UAW. We've made 3 offers since then, and we've had no genuine counteroffer on any of those.
They spent more money enriching shareholders in a year than they spent on us in the entirety of the last contract cycle. They want to scare the American people into thinking the auto workers are the problem. We're not the problem.
Even if auto workers do take to the picket lines, economists say we should not expect a strike to send the U.S. into a recession. The last time auto workers went on strike was in 2019, and it was only aimed at GM. But that 40-day strike did cost the company an estimated $3.6 billion that year. There are estimates that say a complete UAW strike could cost the U.S. economy about $500 million a day. A month-long strike would likely result in a loss of $15 billion. Now, that is a huge number, but it is relative when you are talking about a U.S. economy that is larger than $25 trillion.
Thanks for checking out the Local 12 YouTube channel. Click the links and tap subscribe to get notified anytime we post.